welcome to yoga. Happy New Year. We're gonna start seated today for our centering, so we can just get there. So we're gonna be talking about breath as a tool, and so let's get going. All right, so find a comfortable seat. It can help to sit on a blanket or a block, and just sit up nice and tall, so root down through your sit bones like a half mountain pose, and just gently lift through the crown of your head. Find a comfortable place to rest your hands. So we're just gonna take some time to kind of settle in, look inside, see where you are at the start of practice. So just bring your awareness to each body part. Just let your awareness rest in each place. Briefly find out where you are on a physical level. So what is your body saying to you right now? Notice if there are any places that feel tight or tense. Just kind of release and relax as you scan. And be aware of any parts that might need some extra compassion or, care as we practice. Also notice the feeling tone of your emotions. So just notice if you're bringing any emotions in with you, and just be aware. And also be aware of your thinking mind. Is your mind busy, thinking about something in the past or going to happen this afternoon? And just be aware of that. And now bring your focus, awareness to the breath, which is going to be, we're really going to be working with the breath. So begin right now by following your breath, not trying to change it or work with it. Just notice as you breathe, as you inhale, how your body moves. So begin by making that connection, how the body moves with the breath. What happens in your body as you inhale and as you exhale? So just let the body breathe like it wants to breathe. And follow the movement of the body with the breath. So you'll notice that on the inhale, your rib cage expands and lifts. And on the exhale, moves back towards center, softens. Just bring your awareness to your face and your jaw. Just make sure you're relaxed. All the face muscles relaxed, your jaw is relaxed, the teeth slightly apart. And your shoulders on the exhale can just Come down from the ears. And our pranayama today is going to be Ujjayi breath, which is simply a little narrowing of the glottis and the throat, like you're whispering or blowing out a candle. So start by taking an inhale through your nose and then exhaling through your mouth like you're blowing out a candle. And as you're doing that, you're aware that you're narrowing your throat a little bit and making a soft sound. And then close your mouth, and we're going to inhale and exhale through the nose, keeping that narrowing in your throat and making just a soft sound. So practice that a few times. Inhale, exhale through your nose with a narrowed glottis so you can just hear a soft sound. So the benefit of the Ujjayi breath is it really helps to focus, helps you to focus on the breath because of the sound. And it helps you to control the breath better because you're narrowing it. You can draw it out, lengthen it, make it smooth and deep and even, and control the airflow better. And it also strengthens your lungs and your diaphragm muscles. So as we practice today, we're going to, especially when we're moving with the breath, we're going to practice Ujjayi breathing. And it might seem different, new, in the beginning, but as with other things, the more you practice, the more you can internalize that type of breathing, and it will help to connect you with your feeling sense of the breath and get out of your thinking mind and help you to get more out of the poses. So before we start, we're just going to take 10 slow, deep, even Ujjayi breaths, just so you can hear that. No one else should be able to hear it, just a soft sound in your own head. So just 10 breaths, just like that. Don't gather tension in your face and jaws, keep relaxed. You might try counting 1, 2, 3 so that your inhale and exhale are even. Soft sound. Just take a couple more in and outs. Okay, then you can stay with that breath. There'll be times when we're doing other kinds of breath too. So take a moment to create an intention for your practice. Something positive that you would like to focus on or take away from practice. And then come on over onto your backs. We're going to start on our backs today. So lengthen out, start with your arms down by your side. You're going to do some full body stretching. And so flex your feet, toes up toward the ceiling, spread your fingers. And on an inhale, Ujjayi breath. Inhale, arms up overhead. Let the movement match the breath. So at the end of the inhale, if there's a pause, go ahead. And then as you come to an exhale, arms come down. So you're moving with the breath. Notice as your arms go up overhead, that's an opening movement that goes with the inhale and the exhale. Your body naturally goes back to center. It's a folding. So keep going. Inhale goes with an opening movement. And exhale goes with a folding movement, like forward fold. So there's certain movements you make on inhale for the most part, and on exhale. So, Ujjayi breath if you are comfortable with that. If you're not comfortable with it, just go back to a regular breath. And the next time your arms come overhead, pause there. And we're going to do some full body stretches, and then stretching right, stretching left, stretching diagonal. So here, just relax. So let your feet kind of fall apart and let your fingers kind of curl up a little bit. And as we come to an inhale, just prepare. So take your toes up toward the ceiling and just spread your fingers. And as you start to inhale, lengthen out in two directions. Out through the feet, out through the fingers, full body stretch. And as you come to an exhale, slowly release and soften back to center. And then we'll do two more just like that. So inhale, lengthen out, open, create space. Exhale, just soften back down. One more. Okay, then just relax, and we're going to stretch just the right side. So just bring your awareness over to the right side. Let your right toes come up toward the ceiling. Spread your right fingers. Just relax your left side. And on an inhale, lengthen out through your right foot and right arm, just the right side. Exhale, let those come back in just a little bit. And do that two more times. Inhale, lengthen, nice, slow stretch. And on the exhale, just let it come back. One more. Okay, then relax that side, relax everything. Now bring your awareness over to the left side. Let your left toes come up toward the ceiling. Spread your left fingers. And as you come to an inhale, slowly inhale, lengthen out through your left foot and right fingertips. exhale, slow, slow, slow. Feel it come back. Awareness totally on the left side. Inhale. Exhale, and then one more. Okay, then relax everything. And this time we're going to do diagonal, so this takes real focus and concentration. So Ujjayi breath can help with that awareness and concentration and focus. So take your right toes up toward the ceiling, so the left side is relaxed, and spread your left fingertips. And as you come to an inhale, slowly inhale, reach out through your right foot and left fingers. Exhale, let them come back. Okay, 2 more times on this diagonal. Move with the breath, slow, deep, even. Okay, so this is it. When you do the diagonal, it's opposite sides of the brain, so it does take concentration, but it's something that is good for your brain and will improve with practice. Okay, so this time, take your left toes up to the ceiling, spread your right fingers, and bring your awareness on that diagonal. On an inhale, lengthen out through your left foot, right arm. Reach all during the inhale, and then on the exhale, same slow, slow release back down. Match it with your breath. 2 more times. Okay, then inhale, take one more full body stretch. Lengthen out through both feet, both fingertips. And then on an exhale, bring your arms back down by your sides, palms face down. Hug your both knees into your chest. Take a hold around the shins and kind of rock on your sacrum. And then let your feet come to the mat, knees bent, feet about hip width apart. Bring your arms out, shoulder height, palms facing up. And we're going to do some shoulder openings. So inhale, lengthen out through both arms, out to the side. Inhale. Exhale, bring your arms up. Keep your fingers spread and arms active. Bring your palms together. And then inhale, arms come back down, lengthen out. Exhale, up. A couple more times, just like this. Your legs are stationary. And then the next time your arms come back down to the floor, take your knees and on an exhale, let your knees come over, both knees over toward the right. Just let them come as far as they go, don't force them down. And on an inhale, stretch out through both arms. And on an exhale, take your left arm up and over to meet the right palm. Slide it out a little bit. And on an pages of a book. And continue a few more times like that. Exhaling, palms together. Inhaling, keep that energy in that arm, reach out. If it's comfortable, your gaze can follow your moving arm. Or not. Ujjayi breath, if that works for you. And the next time your arms are spread wide, just pause here in a little twist. Again, your gaze can go over your left, toward your left hand, or it can be straight up, or it can be toward your right hand. So in holding here, as in every twist, when you breathe, breathe as if you're inflating on an inhale, sending that air everywhere in your body. Create space. And then on the exhale, soften, soften, soften. Release. Okay, then on an inhale, bring your knees back to center. Tap the back of your sacrum, push into your feet and tap the back of your sacrum on the floor a few times to get recentered. And we'll do that to the other side. So take an inhale first and then pull your belly in and exhale your knees over to the left. And start by inhaling, lengthen out through both hands. And then exhale, the right arm comes up and over to meet the left palm. Slide your fingers out. And then inhale, open. So just a few like this. If you can hear your breath, Ujjayi breath, and match the movement to that, that makes a nice mind-body connection. And the next time your right arm opens out, pause there. Take your gaze where you are, where it feels good. And just take a few breaths here. Inhaling, create space. Exhaling, release. And then next time you come to an inhale, bring your knees up to center. Hug them into your chest and roll around a little bit. And then we're going to come up to all fours. So you can come to your side and bring yourself up with your arms, or you can rock on up. Come around to hands and knees. So, hands, wrists under shoulders, knees under hips. Spread your fingers. If your wrists are sensitive, mine are for some reason, making a fist is another way to have that foundation. So you can also put something under your knees if that's comfortable. So, all right, so flat back, tabletop. So press down into your hands, press down into your knees and the tops of your feet. Lengthen out through the crown of your head and tailbone. And as you come to an exhale, so here's a really great place to use Ujjayi breath to match your movement to the breath. You want the breath to initiate movement. So take an inhale with a flat back. And as you come to an exhale, tuck your tail, drop your head, come into cat pose slowly. And as you come to an inhale, tilt your pelvis, raise your gaze a little bit, bring your shoulder blades together, and just very slowly linking the movement to the breath. Begin to waken up your spine, just gradually, not forcing. And the next time you come to an exhale, don't rush it. When you get there, let your hips come back over your heels into child's pose. Support your head, put a blanket between your thighs and calves, whatever you need, so that you can just really sink right down into the mat. Let everything go. But stay with your breath. So notice here, you're breathing, your front body is compressed. So when you breathe, think about breathing into your back body, into your back heart. And notice, be aware of your rib cage expanding to the sides and to the back. Okay, then on an inhale, come back up to all fours. And we're going to do a 3-part vinyasa here. So here's a real concentration on moving with the breath. So Ujjayi. So start by taking your right leg back and rest on the ball of your right foot. Lengthen out. And on an inhale, raise your right leg parallel to the floor, toes face down. Exhale, bring your right knee toward your nose. Inhale, straighten out your right leg, toes point down. Exhale, take your right knee up toward your right elbow. Inhale back. Point your toe and take your right leg over your left and turn to look at your left toes. So that's the sequence, 3 parts. Inhale, lengthen out, toes face down, right leg still. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, lengthen, toes face down. right knee to right elbow. Inhale, straighten and point. And cross over on the exhale and turn to look. Okay, one more time. Time to your own breath. And when you finish that round, bring your right knee back to the mat. Come down onto your elbows and just rotate your wrists. Hang your head down. And then come back and we'll do that to the other side. So, again, breath initiates the movement, and this is where that Ujjayi breath can be very helpful in connecting your mind and your body. So, inhale, left leg out, toes point down. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, lengthen out through that left foot. Exhale, bring your left knee up towards your left elbow. Inhale, lengthen and point. Exhale, cross it over. 2 more times. Okay, when you finish, don't rush, but when you finish that third round, we're going to take a wide leg child's pose. So knees come out to the edges of the mat, feet together, and then settle back down to child's pose. So just, knees out to the side, toes together. Sorry if I rushed you. And just notice the difference here between knees together and knees apart. If it's uncomfortable, go back to the other way. And just sink, sink, sink. Just be aware of how your body is moving as you breathe. What happens on the inhale, open, broaden, and the exhale, soften, come back to center. Okay, now inhale, come back up to all fours, and we're going to come on up to standing. So walk your hands out a little bit in front of you. Tuck your toes, lift your hips up and back. Just pedal your feet a little bit in down dog if that feels good. And then look up toward your hands and walk your feet and hands together, coming into a standing forward fold. Your chest can be all the way down on your knees, belly in and up, or you can straighten your legs a little bit. Shake your head yes, no, let your head, the upper spine be loose and long. Bring your hands to your shins and come on up into a half lift. Lengthen out through the crown of your head, tailbone. Exhale, fold down again. And then inhale, either roll up one vertebra at a time or push into your feet. And come on up. Bring your hands up, palms touch. And right down to your heart space. And we'll come into mountain pose. So look at your feet. Toes are pointing straight ahead, hip width apart or closer. Rock around on your feet a little bit. Find those four corners, big toe, little toe, and the heel. And then lift and spread your toes and then place them down. And press into your feet. Feel your kneecaps come up. Activate your quadricep muscles. Take a little tuck. Pelvis comes up a little bit. And then widen the space between your pelvis and your rib cage. So long waist, shoulders up, back down, chest open. Spread your fingers and bring your shoulders down from your ears, but at the same time lift up through the crown of your head. Maybe chin back a little bit. Then just relax a little bit. Let go of any tightness, holding, gripping. Just let your alignment hold you up. Close your eyes if you have balance for that, or have a soft gaze onto the floor in front of you. And come back to that Ujjayi breath. Soft sound. And be aware of how your body moves as you inhale. Lift and rise, open. And exhale, soften, release. Okay, now we're going to switch it up. We're going to do that joyful breath, which is inhaling through your mouth and exhaling through your, inhaling through your nose, exhaling through your mouth. We've done it once before. I'll show you what it's going to be. You breathe in 3 parts. So it's okay, so 3-part inhale, and the movement is 1, 2, 3. And then the exhale, bend your knees, let your arms come back. Exhale through your mouth, and then you do it again, okay? So this is an energizing breath, joyful breath. Okay, here we go. One more. Okay, then come back up, come back into mountain, and just feel that energy moving around. So that's what you can do if you need a little, if you're feeling sluggish, that would be a good thing to do. All right, I'm going to do a few side bends. So feet hip width apart. Inhale your left arm up. Let your right hand on an exhale go down your thigh and stretch over toward the right. Press into your left foot and out through your left fingertips. You can take your gaze up if you want. Aim to have your arm over your ear. Inhale, both arms up. Exhale, side bend to the left. And just go back and forth like that a few times. Inhale up. So your exhale, you're closing and folding. Inhale, opening, lifting. So your breath and body are working together. the next time you can bring your both arms up, then let them come down to your sides. And we're just going to do a little twist. And this is another inhale through the nose and exhale through the mouth. So just let your arms be all loose and loose and loose. And we're just going to flap them back and forth. You don't even have to think about the inhale. Just exhale when you tap yourself on the bottom. The inhale will happen naturally. Slow it down. Okay, and then one more of those inhale through the mouth, inhale through the nose, exhale through the mouth. So inhale, the arms come out in front. Exhale, make a fist and pull back. One more. Okay, very nice. Now that we're all energized, we're going to do a balance pose. No, let's do some half suns first, because that takes energy. Okay, feet hip width apart, arms up, inhale, exhale, forward fold, swan dive, bend your knees, inhale, arms out, seat back, chair, sit, exhale up, and hands together. 2 more rounds and time to your own breath. Okay, then pause. And we're going to do tree, balanced pose. Okay, so focus here, but keep breathing in the pose. So focus is on something that's not moving. Get that point. And firm up your core. Let the weight go into your left foot. So just keep both feet on the floor, but let the weight transfer to your left foot, come onto your right toes. That's stage 1. And externally rotate that knee, take it out to the right a little bit. And you can keep it right there. Keep breathing. Or you can bring your right foot onto your left lower leg or left upper thigh, not on the knee. So just allow yourself to acclimate wherever you are before moving on to another stage. So other things you can do, you can raise your arms, so just play with this balance. Have a playful attitude, soft gaze, firm core, and breathe. And when you come out, if you fall out or lose your balance, so to speak, just take a breath and start over. No rush. Okay, then try to come out with some control. Shake it off. Crash into the table. You can hold on to something, you know that. Okay, other side. So, weight into the right foot. Just feel that for a minute. Don't rush it. Come up onto the left toes. Find where you want to put your foot. And turn to face the long edge of your mat. So we're going to do a dancing warrior sequence. Spread your feet wide apart. And take the left heel and lift it up and turn it toward the back edge of the mat. Turn your right toes to face the short edge of the mat. Okay? And just bend and straighten your right knee a few times and adjust your stance to where your right knee is over your right ankle. Okay, so just try that a few times. And when you find that good alignment, square your shoulders to the long edge of the mat. And on an inhale, lift your arms shoulder height, spread your fingers, reach out through your fingers. Take an inhale here, and then on an exhale, turn and take your gaze over the middle finger of your right arm. You might want to take a glance back at your left arm and just see that it's fairly level. Okay, your spine is coming right up through the center. So not leaning to the right or back to the left, right up through the center. Warrior two. So inhale here, and as you inhale, lengthen out, lift up through the crown of your head, press down through your feet. And as you exhale, soften, maybe lower down a little bit, maybe not. Take one more inhale. Exhale. Ujjayi, if you can. And then on your next inhale, turn your right palm up and come into reverse warrior. Left hand down your left thigh. And then exhale here. And then one more inhale. As you inhale, you're going to reach out, press down, exhale, maybe come back a little more. And then inhale, arms back to shoulder height. Reach out with your right arm. Take your right forearm to your right thigh and left arm overhead. Bent side angle. Exhale, soften here. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, soften. And then inhale, come back up with your arms to warrior two. One more breath here. Inhale, lengthen, press, lift. Exhale, soften down. And then inhale, come back into reverse warrior. Take the inhale to move into the pose and the exhale to soften a little bit. And then one more inhale, stretch up your right side. Exhale, soften. Inhale, back to warrior, two arms, but reach out, come into bent side angle. Right forearm on your right thigh. Your left arm can be behind your back, at your waist, over your ear, whatever's comfortable. Oops. And take another inhale here, stretching the left side. Exhale, soften. And then inhale, come back up. And parallel your feet. And step your feet together and just take any movement you want. So that was flowing with the breath. Just move organically, whatever feels good. Okay, then then come to the front edge of your mat. And inhale your arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Bend your knees a little or a lot. Actually, bend your knees a lot. Bring your hands to the mat. Step your feet back into downward facing dog. Pedal a little bit, if that feels good. And then inhale, bring your knees to the mat. And cross your feet, come into a seat. Come into an easy seat. Maybe sitting onto sitting on a blanket. We're just going to do a seated twist before we come down.
Are we going to do the other side, the warrior too? Or the warrior?
What did I do wrong?
We only did the right side, or the one side.
For the dancing warrior?
Yeah.
Oh! Oh my gosh! Thank you! I saw the time was running out and I just like, alright, oh, thank you, Leslie. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. It's funny, I did this, by myself yesterday at home and timed it, and this time is going, I'm not getting as much done. Alright, feet wide apart. Here we go. Readjust. Alright, this time, right heel goes back toward the back corner and left toes toward the short edge. Okay, good. And then your shoulders are squared to the long edge. Inhale, arms up. Spread your fingers. Take a few bends. I forgot that part. Bends. So your left, find the place where your left knee comes over your left ankle. Get your stance good there. Press down into your feet. On an exhale, take your gaze over the middle finger of your left arm. Okay. Inhale here and reach out, press down, lift up. Exhale, soften down a little bit. And now we'll move to reverse warrior. So on an inhale, take your left palm up. Stretch your left side, reach out on the inhale. Exhale, soften. One more breath like that. Inhale, lengthen, press down. Exhale, maybe come down a little more. And then inhale, arms up, reach out through your left arm, bring your left forearm to your left thigh, right arm either overhead or on your wrist, stretching out opening your chest and stretching out your left side. One more breath, inhale, open, lengthen, exhale, soften. And then inhale, back up. We'll do one more round like that. Inhale in warrior two. Exhale, soften. Inhale, lengthen out, lift up. Exhale, release down a little bit. And then inhale back into reverse warrior. Stretching up your left side, opening the chest. Exhale, soften. One more breath. And then inhale, out with your left hand, left thigh, forearm to your left thigh, and arm overhead, or wherever it suits you. And then inhale, stretch it out. Exhale, release a little, and inhale back to warrior two, and then parallel your feet, bring your feet together, and since I missed that, we're just going to come right on down onto our backs. So come to the front edge of your mat, inhale your arms up, exhale, forward fold. Come back into down dog. And then inhale to your knees, take your feet out, and come on down to your back. So we're gonna do one thing before Shavasana, so it's gonna be a twist, because a twist is a nice compensation for anything you do. So, you can do any kind of a supine twist that you want. You can have one leg long and draw the other knee across, or you could do a windshield wipe twist with arms out, shoulder height, palms face up, and just drop the knees to one side or the other. So you choose which kind of a twist you want to do. And when you get into the twist, starting to one side, doesn't matter which side, come back to the breath. And on your inhale, just send that breath everywhere. Create space. Fill your body with that life force, prana. And then on the exhale, just find release somewhere. Soften, 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 let go. Make sure your face and jaw are relaxed. You're fully supported by the earth, so just let it go. Okay, then inhale, come back to center from wherever you are. Just kind of realign a little bit, and then take your twist to the other side. Inhaling in center, exhale, bring your navel in, and then twist. Inhale, fill it up, broaden, expand, energize, and exhale, soften and release. You can try that Ujjayi here to help keep your focus on the breath, and the breath in the body. Okay, then inhale back to center, and we're going to move into Shavasana, but take any movement that you want. We kind of got a little rushy at the end, sorry about that. So just take a little time to take what you need before the final posture. Everybody have what they need here? Need anything, Sarah? Good. We can go to the bathroom. Now gently bring your awareness back to the space and take whatever movements you like to wake your body up and come onto your side or up to a seat. Slowly just see where you are at the end of practice. Remember your intention. And as promised, we're going to end practice with bee breath, which stimulates another kind of breathing. It stimulates the vagus nerve, which one portion of it runs to the head, the heart, the lungs, and it is attached to the vocal cords, innervates the vocal cords, and stimulation leads to a sense of, activates the parasympathetic nervous system, which is a sense of safety and connection and all those good things. Okay, so bee breath, you're just inhale through your nose and exhale with a vibration like a hum. So we're going to just do 3 of those. Inhale through the nose and then really extend that exhale as long as you can with the vibration on your lips. Okay, so here we go. Inhale. Lovely. All right, I invite you to bring your hands, palms together, thumbs at your heart space, and bow to your efforts, your willingness to come to practice on a cold, kind of snowy day, and give yourself an hour to strengthen and wellness of your body, mind, and spirit. And I thank you so much for coming out and allowing me to lead you in practice. And the light and teacher in me bows to and honors the very same light and teacher in each of you. Namaste.